Section 31 answers Star Trek Discovery's big mystery about Michelle Yeoh's Georgiou. A big question lingering from Star Trek Discovery has been answered ahead of Star Trek Section 31's premiere. The first Star Trek movie made for streaming on Paramount+, Section 31 premieres on Friday, January 24, 2025. Star Trek Section 31 is headlined by Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh, who returns in her iconic role as Emperor Philippa Georgiou from Star Trek Discovery. Emperor Georgiou was last seen in Star Trek Discovery Season 3, where she was sent to an unknown time and place by the Guardian of Forever, Paul Guilfoyle. Georgiou, who hails from the Mirror Universe, was dying from the combination of time travel and crossing universes. The Guardian of Forever sent Georgiou to a time when Star Trek's Prime Universe and Mirror Universe were more closely aligned. Star Trek Section 31 reveals Georgiou landed in the early 24th century Lost era before Star Trek The Next Generation. Star Trek's Instagram account highlighted some of the franchise's rogues and scoundrels, which has special focus on Star Trek Section 31's cast of characters. Emperor Georgiou received her own entry, which contains intriguing new information that Philippa lives under a new alias and owns a nightclub beyond the United Federation of Planets called the Barum. Read the quote from Emperor Georgiou's entry card below. Emperor Georgiou's Star Trek Rogues and Scoundrels reveal answers the question of how Philippa hasn't been detected by Starfleet. After all, Georgiou is a known entity to the Federation, even if Section 31 takes place decades after Star Trek Discovery. Georgiou using an alias also keeps her true identity guarded, since Starfleet believes Philippa died along with the crew of the USS Discovery while defeating Section 31's genocidal AI control at the end of Star Trek Discovery Season 2. In Star Trek Discovery Season 1, Emperor Georgiou posed as her deceased Prime Universe counterpart, Captain Philippa Georgiou, when she jumped from the Mirror Universe. Georgiou then joined Section 31 in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Technically, Emperor Georgiou was not a member of Starfleet and was just pretending as Captain Georgiou. Section 31 is a separate branch of the Federation, so Georgiou still doesn't join when Section 31 recruits her in the next Star Trek movie. Thus far, the only known member of Starfleet in Star Trek Section 31 is future USS Enterprise C Captain Rachel Garrett, Casey Roll, who is assigned to Alok Sahar's Omari Hardwick Section 31 team to ensure they don't commit crimes against the Federation. Emperor Georgiou's alias at the Barum is known to Section 31 when Alok's group recruits Philippa for a new covert mission. It's likely that Emperor Georgiou does not align herself with Starfleet regardless of what happens in Star Trek Section 31. In the vast and ever-expanding universe of Star Trek, there are few characters who have captivated audiences as thoroughly as Michelle Yeoh's portrayal of Philippa Georgiou. Introduced in Star Trek Discovery, Georgiou has been a fan favorite from the very beginning, first as the noble captain of the USS Shenzhou in the Prime Universe, and later as her darker, more menacing counterpart from the Mirror Universe. It's this latter version of Georgiou that has sparked curiosity and speculation, particularly with her mysterious journey through Discovery's narrative. But what exactly is Section 31's role in the unfolding mystery surrounding Georgiou, and how might it provide answers to her enigmatic future? Section 31, the clandestine and morally ambiguous intelligence organization within the Star Trek universe, has long been associated with secretive, shadowy operations. It operates outside of Starfleet's usual checks and balances, often dealing in morally gray areas that other branches of Starfleet wouldn't dare to touch. As the narrative in Star Trek Discovery progresses, it becomes clear that Section 31 has plans for Georgiou, but what those plans entail remains a tantalizing mystery. Georgiou's journey takes a sharp turn in Season 3 of Star Trek Discovery. After traveling to the 32nd century with the crew of the USS Discovery, she begins to experience strange and debilitating physical and psychological symptoms. These appear to be connected to the fact that she is a being from a different universe, the Mirror Universe, and a different time. Georgiou's condition worsens, leading the crew to seek answers about what is happening to her. Enter Section 31, or more precisely, the mysterious organization's connections to those with knowledge about temporal and interdimensional phenomena. What makes Georgia's story so compelling is her internal transformation from a ruthless, power-hungry leader in the mirror universe to someone who shows glimpses of redemption and compassion in the Prime universe. This transformation doesn't come easily, nor is it complete. She remains dangerous, unpredictable, and morally flexible, qualities that Section 31 would find incredibly useful. It's no surprise, then, that the secretive organization has kept its eye on her, even as she has continued to evolve. The big mystery surrounding Georgiou's arc has always been her ultimate fate. Given her instability and growing dissonance with the universe around her, fans have wondered whether this means she would be written out of Discovery, or if she was headed for something even more significant. The clues were laid out when she was sent through a mysterious portal by a being known as Carl, who appears to have ties to the Guardian of Forever, a powerful time-manipulating entity first introduced in Star Trek, the original series. Georgiou is transported back in time, but to where and for what purpose? This development opens the door to the long-anticipated Section 31 spin-off series starring Yeoh. Georgiou, in a sense, becomes the perfect candidate to join Section 31 in its complex and covert operations. The intrigue surrounding her character, coupled with her inherent ruthlessness, makes her an ideal agent for an organization that isn't concerned with following Starfleet's more utopian ideals. Section 31 operates in the shadows, dealing with threats to the Federation that are often too dirty or morally ambiguous for Starfleet to address openly. With the Guardian of Forever's intervention, it's possible that Georgiou's journey into the past, or perhaps another timeline, is designed to align her with Section 31's most covert missions. This opens up a host of narrative possibilities, from exploring how Georgiou fits into the organization to the moral dilemmas she will inevitably face as someone who once ruled a tyrannical empire in the mirror universe. Will she fully embrace Section 31's clandestine methods, or will her time in the Prime universe influence her decisions, leading to conflicts within the organization? In many ways, Georgiou's story is one of duality, a reflection of the dual nature of Section 31 itself. Just as Section 31 is both part of Starfleet and separate from it, operating in morally gray zones to protect the Federation, Georgiou exists between two worlds. She is neither wholly Prime Universe nor entirely Mirror Universe. Her experience as Emperor of the Terran Empire has shaped her, but her time with the Discovery crew has altered her perspective. This makes her uniquely suited to Section 31's mission of navigating the blurred lines between morality and necessity. What's particularly exciting about Georgiou's potential involvement with Section 31 is the deeper exploration of Star Trek's darker corners. While Discovery has leaned into the grittier aspects of Star Trek storytelling, a Section 31 series could delve even further into moral ambiguity and the sacrifices required to maintain peace in the Federation. Georgiou, as someone who has grappled with power, loyalty, and the weight of command, is an ideal lens through which to explore these themes. Moreover, her sharp wit and unpredictable nature ensure that any story centered on her will be filled with tension and surprises. Additionally, Yeoh's commanding presence on screen ensures that Georgiou remains a compelling character to watch. Yeoh has the ability to convey layers of complexity in her performance, allowing viewers to see the cracks in Georgiou's armor, both physical and emotional. This adds to the intrigue of how her story will unfold within Section 31. Will she become a loyal agent, working in service of the Federation, or will her own agenda continue to shape her actions?